They just got caught by me that day for nothing. Ah, good, 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 good. Now you can join the class. Whew. Who straightens it out? Let's make it a little higher. Thank you. Okay. Do you understand the class today? This exercise which I have given these young girls give you the basic thing called intuitive intelligence. It's very good. And practice can make you very happy. Don't you all want your life to be successful? Huh? Whatever you are, poor, rich, bad, good, professional, non-professional, religious, non-religious. Let's not discuss all the adjectives, right? Now tell me as a woman, do you want to be happy, successful, respected? Is it or is not? Yes. Have you found out what can do it? There's only one thing. Tell me what is that? Now don't give my teachings back to me, okay? I'm asking you a question and you're going to lay it down on me, and that's not right. Yeah? Huh?
You have to keep your grace through any situation.
What is that?
You have to keep your grace through any situation.
Yeah, but how? Well, that's the problem, that everybody knows. If I'm graceful, nobody's going to bug me anyway. What do I lose? I came in America, I never knew the difference between a boulevard and a freeway. I don't have a friend. The friend I came to meet here, his wife bugged him on the 8th day, telling him, what nonsense is this? He used to be an officer, we used to like him. Now he's kind of weird, wacko. Get him out of the guest house. I know, I went through it. I mean, the God have been very, very unkind to me in a kinder way. I do not remember one moment when I have never been dragged through the nails. And majority of the time, I'm very brave. I'm so brave, like a coward, I gave in. I said, heck with it. Either you take care of it, or you don't. I'm not interested. And I came out all right. I don't want to surrender, I'm a rebel, but my circumstances are so awful, bad and inhuman, I don't have a chance. I've gone through worst human history an individual can go. I'm not saying that you are not happy and unhappy, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't have a moment to remember when I said it's going to be fine. Even today, this morning, I made a business decision and I am worried. The young girls are coming up. Some of them have to be married. Some of them has to be provided career. I'm Siri Singh Sahib, they are my grandchildren and I have responsibility. And I have only 2 to 4 years left. We have to produce at least 3,000 jobs in the coming 5 years on average pay of $100,000. If we want to survive, I know. It's no joke. All these young boys are coming, we are going to give them what? $4.25 an hour? Are you kidding? And they are going to stay? Not at all. So, I'm reorganizing the corporation, reorganize the businesses, reorganize our projection, and I'm having a bad time. But it's a bad time. I always get what I want. So, let there be fight, let there be fight. I fight to the hilt. But I can't betray these kids. I'm not their parents. That we can close your eyes, oh, I can't help. I don't do that. I don't know how to give in. These kids are my responsibility. They are Bhajan and Dharma. I'm Siri Singh Sahib, period. I have to deliver these kids. That day a girl called me, she says, can I speak to Siri Singh Sahib? I say, honey, you're speaking. He said, I've tried everything. I say, I know. Well, are you going to take over or not? I say, okay, I will. One condition. She said, what? I say, I'm taking care. You don't go to sit in the back seat and tell me how to drive the car. Is that true? She said, okay. But you know I have bad habit. I say, I know. But when you do that, just remember you promised me. We are fine. She's fine. I'm fine. She's learning. She'll be the best educated business executive ever can. I mean, when I'll be finished with her, she will have a resume that nobody can even challenge her. I'm a good arts master. I can take any person and make that person to be the best chief executive. I know how to. Because all in my life, everything I started, they never gave me the environments. When I was made a commanding officer, you know how I was a commanding officer? They gave me a paper. So-and-so is hereby appointed a commanding officer of the customs, armed forces, security and borders patrols and blah, blah, blah. They put a list underneath, signed and gave me the paper. I said, what this means? He said, we don't know. I'm a, what commanding officer? He said, figure it out. Where is my office? Find it out. Where's my staff? We don't know. I said, wait a minute. This is an order. They said, yeah. That's what you have been appointed, period. Figure it all out. I went to a commanding officer of the army in the cantonment. I told him, how are you? What is a commanding officer? What it means, what it does, how the jurisdiction is, what is required. Learned in 2-3 days. Asked him to help. He helped me. In 3 months, I was a full-fledged commanding officer. No problem. You always can learn. Everybody of you has to learn to be party trained. So nobody should say they were born trained. But you apply yourself to it. You want to be happy. You want to be respected. You want to be cozy. What is that one thing you can do and you will be? One thing. There's only one thing. I don't care what religion you belong to. I don't care what your hairstyle is. Listen to me. I don't care what your desires are, perversions are, diversion is, direction is. I'm not questioning you. All I know is, so long you are a human being, you want to have a respectable place. That I know. Is that true or wrong? Correct? Good. Now give me that one place, one word, one line which does it all. Yes, honey? Discipline is it takes long time and it's hassle. Give me the base. Discipline is also based on one thing. Why you should discipline yourself? Why? No, I will give you discipline. You will say, I may be a rotten man, give you wrong discipline. You will be, Anna Guru do moye chele. Blind Guru leads the children to the death well. Discipline is a good thing, but why discipline? Yes?
So that you don't react.
If you don't react, it will give you one advantage over another person. If you don't react, you can think yourself, your attitude, your environments. If you react, you become slave. Reaction is a slavery. You think you are a macho, you are reacting, you are showing off. No, no, no. It's a weakness. It's a slavery. That's what all people want you to react. Reaction is a human bankruptcy of personal intelligence. It's called personal intelligence bankruptcy. Yes?
So you have absolute excellence.
Absolute excellence you have, then you don't answer this question. You're fine. How to get to that? Yeah? Huh?
Self-assurance.
Well, sometimes you have to be self-assured whether you like it or not. No, no, this is a basic thing you have to do. There's a one simple basic thing. Hmm? Faith? Oh, nice thing. Every religion tells so. For 5,000 years we have been listening to this damn faith thing. We don't know what it does to us. Yeah?
By coming through for other people.
Huh?
By coming through for other people.
That gives you a good luck. Once you come through for other people, they love you. Then you have a chances of exploitation. If you want to do somebody in, nobody will care because you have a good reputation. Intuition, you have no... Intuition is a very big problem. Like I'm intuitive. I know this is it. And when I tell somebody they don't understand one thing, they start hating me. Some people say, you don't have a brain, you are this. But I keep on saying when the time comes, it comes true. They say, I said, didn't I say to you that day? Yeah, doesn't work. But that intuition and riddhi and siddhi and occult powers and education and the degrees, then the money, good wife, good children, home, cars, government position, all that everybody has. I'm not talking of that. I'm talking of basically one thing. If you know, I was given that lesson exactly on my 3rd birthday. You can well understand how simple it could be. I was exactly 3-year-old. And my governess on birthday wanted to give me a present. So she gave me a Cadbury chocolate, I remember it, and she gave me a toast with marmalade, which I was not supposed to have. She broke the rule. And she said, you gallop it, don't worry about it. She will cover me. And then she said, I want to tell you something great. And then she told me. So you won't understand, I'm a 3-year-old kid. And my goodness is talking to me. So how big it can be, intelligence, consciousness. What are you talking? I said I was 3-year-old. Yeah. Huh? If you change your breath, you can change the environment, you can win. That's the most powerful technique, it never fails. It will change your projection. From poor you can become rich, from slave you can become a master. This is art. 3-year-old child doesn't know that.
Sweet language.
Sweet language will give you lot of command, wonderful, very sincere. You can have good time. Yeah. Serve give you territory. Seva give you territory. You serve somebody, he'll be grateful to you rest of life. You have a command wherever he is. Your hand is extended beyond you. I'm giving you so many hints. In the talk I'm also saying it. But you don't want to pick it up, fine. But, yeah? Huh? Yes. I know that, you are living example of it. Yeah? Well, have we tried everything? Last chance. Yeah? Happiness, that's what we want, honey. So we had it, right? Learn to evaluate yourself for 3 minutes every morning. And learn to evaluate yourself 5 minutes every evening at the time of the twilight. You will never miss anything in your life which can serve you or bring you the best. It's called 8 minutes of self-evaluation. 5 and 3. Do it just religiously. Now, how to evaluate yourself? Come on. Yeah? You're going to mess me up. Now listen to this. Let me tell you all myself. When you get up in the morning, bless your head, bless your nose, bless your ears, bless your eyes, bless your mouth, bless your teeth, bless your throat, bless your chest, bless your arms, bless your belly, bless your thing, and just tell them, be with me and be nice. I have to tell you exactly, repeat you as I was told. At evening you have good time, 5 minutes. In the morning you have 3 minutes, you have to be quick. And then in the evening you have to brush your 10 toes and 10 fingers, and you have to brush your ear lobes and ear top. It's almost acupuncture. Really, if you just want to bless every part of the ear, it does it. You will be a new person. 5 minutes every evening at the twilight time. You must evaluate yourself, assess yourself. And after blessing your body in the evening, bless your good deeds of the day. In the morning, bless your good thoughts. That's all. Your whole structure of environments, life, your power, projection, your behavior, and everything will come to be the best. But you have to bless every part of the body with touch. Bless your butts, bless your thighs, bless your calves, bless your knees, bless your ankles, bless your feet. That's how I learned parts of my body, by blessing them. These are your friends, aren't they? If your knee hurts, what you can do? Hey, how good you will look as limping person. How great you will be as blind. How fantastic you will be deaf or dumb. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Huh? So now sum it up in 1 minute. Can do it? In first 3 minutes, repeat after me. In first 3 minutes, at the sight of the word, at the dawn of the consciousness, you will befriend your being. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. And at the evening, you will befriend your being in detail. Never spend more than 8 minutes a day, but never spend less than that. This is Miss Ruth from Welsh, my nanny, and that was her present on the 3rd year and 3rd birthday of mine. What she can teach a 3-year-old boy? Consciousness? Meditation? Are you kidding? Kids don't know that. And these are few questions I ask you. And answer me quickly, whosoever can answer. What sees in your eyes? What, now I repeat the words, what sees in your eyes? Who said that? What you said? Soul. What hears in your eyes? Spirit. What talks through your tongue? What do you say? What moves your legs? What works your hands? What beats your heart? What pumps your lungs? What works your diaphragm? What moves your bowels? What keeps your throat wet? Spirit of your soul. There's only one answer. Spirit of your soul. Have you thanked it today? Have you or have you not? Why not? Isn't it so rude? Huh? Isn't it? Isn't it? Everything in your being is moved by the spirit of your soul. Feel it, thank it, praise it, understand it. It will serve you 10 times better. Talk to it, befriend it. You know the most funny thing? There was a person, he has a locked joint of the knee. And everything doctors tried and they said it is psychological, it is in the brain, it's not going to work, nerve doesn't pass the message, but everything is intact. He consulted me what to do. I gave him a psychoanalysis and I found it out. I said, well, I don't think there's anything psychologically wrong with you, but why don't you try this little thing? He's fine, he walks, he's okay. Early in the morning he puts his knees to his chest and blesses them. Can you believe it? No, it can't work, right? He walks. How old you are average? What average group we have, age group?
40.
In all these 40 years, how religiously you have blessed yourself. Come on, God lives in you. This is the temple of God. Soul is part of the God. You're finding God outside. You, whose Guru is Siri Guru Granth, you, whose mantra is Wahe Guru, you can't bless yourself and you call yourself the Sikh of the Guru? You who are Jews, who believe in God, you who are Moslems who believe in God, you who are Christian, you believe in Christ who said God is, you can't bless yourself? You can't bless the residence of God which you know? Have you touched your body sexually you might have. Oh, honey, I love you. But have you touched your body once and for all with the reverence that it is the temple of God? Yourself, by yourself. Have you? What is this book knowledge of God? You may know all the scripture and everything. What practically you're doing? Nothing. Zero. Close your eyes, meditate, and answer, call after me. Come on. Chakra by chakra now. Now comes yoga. This is one of the yoga kriya. And it's most powerful. It's very light and polite. I did it as a 3-year-old child and I did it, and most of the time I do it even now. All right, let's do it. I bless my head. I bless my head. And I bless my face. And I bless my race. I bless my grace. I bless me unto the infinity. I bless my neck. It holds me high. I bless myself like a great sky. I see all. I know all. I am all by thy will. Keep me healthy. Never let me go sick or ill. I bless my heart. I bless my beat. I bless my words which are sweet. I bless my lungs. I bless the prana. I bless all which comes through me. I just am a tree of life. I want to be true, graceful and happy. I pass through. Give my heart, day of mine, so that I can bless myself. I can be a star and shine. I bless my hands, which play my life. I bless them well. They solve the strife. I bless my legs. I bless my walk. I bless myself. I bless my talks. I bless my thoughts. I bless myself. I am a blessed one. I know the Almighty One. Satnam, Satnam, Satnam Ji. Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru Ji. If as a 3-year-old I can do it, as a 3-year-old I can remember it, you all can do it now. Give your children values. Give your friends values. If you ever want to be respected, graceful, happy, give other people best of their values. You can only do it if you give yourself best of the value. Don't seek appreciation. Don't wait for circumstances. Don't. Give yourself a chance. Just a chance. Let it be. God made you a woman. God made you a man. Let it be. Let it be. Don't brand it, don't blend it, don't bend it, don't change it. Let it be. Everything in God's command will give you way. Everything. Give a chance. If you even don't trust God and don't believe in God, you don't know God, forget it. Just give a chance. Give the creator of you and creation a chance so that you can be who you are meant to be. Question is to be, not to be. Answer is let it be. I'm not asking you to hassle, I'm not going to do everything. I'm just give a chance. Hukum razain chalna, Nanak likhya, let the destiny prevail. Don't fall into the trap of fate. It's written on your forehead. It can't change. If you don't give it a chance, it will never happen. If you give it a chance, it will happen fast. Death is inevitable. Life is a gift. Don't create rift between you and life. You are splitting your personality with the power of your ego. You will never make it. Do you understand? If you don't, ask me a question. Do you all understand? Why don't you ask me a question? What you don't understand? I'm saying simple things.
Well, you said not to wait for circumstances and to let destiny prevail. I don't understand that.
I married you without your question. You didn't ask me even. Remember?
Yes, sir.
I ever listened to you ever? How can I do that? I don't listen to you ever. I tell you what to do.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Do you ever find reason right in the spot, in the beginning? In the end you find is okay, right?
Always.
How can I do it?
You're the master.
Well, it's a question of believing. If I'm not, then I can be a mess too. I only tell you because I know you trust me. I know you love me. I know you want to learn. Therefore I know it. I sometimes just call you on the telephone, tell you what to do.
Sir, what I don't understand though is for people who aren't that lucky, how do they let their destiny prevail?
Well, let it be. You relaxed with me, didn't you?
Yes.
You never fight with me, you never say no. You say, okay, I'll do my best, let it be. That's what you are following, that's what I'm helping. What I can do as a human, think of the fact, the one who made me, what he can do for you. I'm just a man. I'm just a man of God. Look what I can do for you. Think of the situation. One who made me, what can do for you if you start, let it be and let his hand prevail. I'm just a human being, little thing. Think of the one who made all. Patala, patal. Laga, zaga, saudakod, paltake, vedke. Think of that. You accepted the will of a man as a man of God, right? I still can make you joke and make you blush and you will be red like an apple, right? You know, I'm not going to do it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not going to say that. Don't worry. But you accepted me as a man of God. Now, what about if you accept God? Think of that. It's not that you don't have neuroses, it's not that you don't have suffered, and not that you have doubts. I mean, you have everything. And you told me very clearly that I don't know what to do. I said, just don't bother. I'll tell you just to see what happens. You're okay. And after that, we set a relationship. I said, you did, Marin. That's how let it be works. Remember, we sat on that couch in that trailer opposite to the ranch, and we had a hustle. I said, this is the last fight we are going to have. Let us deal with it. We dealt with it. After that, we had no problem. I mean, you are a living example of that. That's why I picked you up. Though I psychically provoked you, will ask me that question. See what I can do? The psyche at 3.5 mega cycle can move anything which God has created. There are two powers in the word, folks. Call after me. Lens, lever. Lens, lever. Lens, lever. Lens makes you see unseen, and lever moves which cannot be moved. Your finite power is limited as a human, but with the lens you can see the unseen. You can see the bacteria, you can certain things you can never see otherwise, you can see with the lens. Correct? And with the lever, you can move what you cannot otherwise move. That's what we use the pulleys. 100 times more weight which you can't even touch. You put the movie pulleys and you do the thing and there it goes. Give me that one word which decides the success of life. That's what I want my children to go to India and learn mathematics. You don't understand what I'm talking. Give me that one word which can guarantee you success, happiness, perfection, fulfillment, enjoyment, ecstasy, whatever you want to know. One word in your life.
Self-esteem. Endurance. Grit. Self-evaluation.
Endurance.
Simplicity.
If your life has a right angle, it will all work out all right. Apply the right angle of your life and move. Huh? Right angle. Between pros and cons, bring the neutral angle and put the zero on. Zero multiplied by anybody becomes what? The higher mathematics. Take the pros and cons, bring your consciousness to zero, move. Success is yours. God will give in. Life is full of three things. Repeat after me. Square, square, triangle, angle. Square has angles, triangle has angles. Tantric energy, which is diagonal energy, put through a square, it makes two triangles. Sadness becomes happiness. What is a tantric yoga? Tantric yoga is, what was tantric? Tantric means length and breadth and weave. Weave, diagonal energy. There are three energies, parallel, perpendicular and diagonal. How you make the cloth? You move the thread back and forth, but up and down, right? You make the length up and down and put the width through this. You make a cloth. Those threads you can break, cloth you can't. Put that thread, tear it up, it will break after a certain time. Make the cloth, let 10 people work. Look at the rope. 20 people this side, 20 people that side. Did the rope break? Right angle is when you have reached at the, even in shooting, they say backside you, front side eye, at 6 o'clock, zero your rifle. 6 o'clock, because when the bullet will leave, it will give a little jerk. Get into the bow. Zero yourself. You'll be fine. Move in any situation in life from a zero angle. No prejudice, no ideas, no imaginations. Success is the outcome of a zero angle applied. Remember this. Success is the... So what is zero angle? Clean out your emotions, commotion, neurotics and all. It doesn't work. Is okay? So far so good? It's a nice day. It's Monday, right? Yeah.
Perhaps I'm stupid. What is a zero angle?
Why you have perhaps?
Oh, absolutely, I'm stupid. What is a zero angle?
But couldn't not you ask this question without saying you are stupid?
That's true, sir. What is a zero
Why
angle?
you ask yourself you are stupid?
I never heard of a zero angle before. I've taken a lot of mathematics.
I took it too.
Perhaps my teachers are stupid. What is it?
No, don't ask them stupid. They just missed it. By calling yourself stupid, you have unblessed yourself. You have blessed yourself with extreme negativity and you have judged yourself. You have also insulted God who made you. You also insulted your guardian angel who serve you. You also insulted environments who are around you. You also insulted the prana which keeps you alive. You also insulted the whole house because they respect you. So how can you do that? You did it because if you ask a question, you are so convinced. So you humbled yourself with absolute dirty guilt. And it's very Catholic. I'm not asking you to regret it. This is very Catholic. Oh, we are poor. We are born in sin. I am absolutely stupid. I do not. Sikhs do it too. You talk to an Indian Sikh. First thing he will, he insult his Guru, he insults Siri Guru Granth, he insults all the 10 Gurus, he insults Sikh Dharma, he insults Akal Purkh. It's so hateful, it's so insulting. And I said, this is so stupid of everybody who does that. But they think they are humble. I don't know who the hell has made them that way humble. I've never understood it. Some people don't wear clothes. Some people, they are such a terrible human beings. They insult the creator of this universe who creates sun and moon and the stars and the universe, the tattvas, the gunas. God has gone in meditation. He doesn't know what to do with these guys. Monkeys. Have you seen their baby? I'm stupid, I'm sorry. And what? I wonder, what? What you have done? Prejudged, pre-delivered, pre-sentenced, pre-juried, whole thing done. I'm stupid. Were you Catholic to begin with?
Absolutely not, sir.
Jewish?
No, sir.
Where did you learn this?
I don't know. I was born a Sikh.
Now you lay it on the Sikhs. Ah, your neighborhood must have an Indian Sikh living, honey. Where do you learn this? We don't talk like that. We don't teach like that. We don't even understand like that. What went wrong? Who told you this? Only the words of Guru Nanak are humble before his Almighty God. Nanak neech kahe vichar. Mean of the mean Nanak says his thought. He only uses it when he has understood the infinity and ecstasy of God. Yes, with infinity you can become negativity. That only teacher is allowed to abuse. Person is not to. Because that's the negative force you use to invoke the positive force, because the relationship is already locked in, established. Otherwise you don't. Don't shoot a missile when the other plane is not in your radar sight fixed. You're going to lose the missile. Normally, never say a negative word about yourself, though it is true. So now re-ask the question.
Only the most intelligent of people would be able to understand that they did not grasp the concept of the zero angle. Could you explain?
That's a right question. Zero angle is when you do not have a pre-accepted knowledge, pre-accepted conception, and pre-accepted, imagination. Zero angle is when you take the pros and cons and neutralize yourself. In other words, you want to understand in a simple Christian language? Put yourself in other man's position. Now you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now everybody understands?
Yes, sir.
That's called zero angle. When you are not you and you become in the position of other person, you understand the concept of another person, you know your concept anyway, you come to a twilight zone, that's called zero. Yes? Correct. It's the same thing as neutral mind. Without neutral mind, happiness cannot be granted. See, now God is one, right? You become 0, you become 10. Simple as that. God is, you become 0. Put it together, you become 10. I'm not a unicorn that I have to be wise. You speak with me a few minutes, you will know. You speak me a few minutes, you will run. 2 things will happen. You got to know whether you are right or wrong. Whether you take it or not, that's your problem, not mine. But you talk to me in 3 minutes. 3 minutes you know what I am. It will not require the 4th minutes. Two things will happen. What? Take the almond, hit it. Either the kernels will come out of it, or the almond will go there. Isn't that true? Am I right? Sometime I put you in a nutcracker so you can't slip. You know that? And you do not like it. I definitely know that you are very, very, very great people. In my heart of heart, I know. Tolerate me is impossible. Because you have no chance of communication. Doesn't matter which way you talk, I'm going to come over anyway. You know what I mean? It's a miserable situation. I understand that. Don't tell me that it's right. I know it is wrong. But what should I do? That's my profession. That's my job. Because of that I can eat, that I can drink, that I can live. That is my purpose of life. It's a most thankless, hopeless, useless, whatever you want to call it, painful duty. But that is your emotional feeling. That's your ego feeling. In consciousness, I'm the most beautiful, blissful, wonderful, best. Question is how you look at me. If you look at me as God's man, God shall come through. Doesn't matter I am right or wrong. Can you believe that? Because it's you who have zeroed at that angle. You know this story? There were 2 friends. One was the greatest artist of wood. The other was one of the greatest philosophers. One day they both went out and they saw a girl. And this guy told him, he said, hey, look, look, look. He said, what? He said, look, look, look. He said, what? He said, look that way. He said, put your eyes down, bloody fool, idiot, stupid. He said, I just said, look, there's a girl. He said, put your eyes down. Don't look. Come on, put your eyes down. Come on, let's go. He snuck his neck and ran from there. When they came free, he said, what is wrong with you? I told you, look, there was a girl. He said, that's princess. You didn't see other people. They would have arrowed you, taken your eyes out. Nobody looks at the princess. You understand? He said, well, he said, I looked. No, you take my eyes out. He said, I can't do that. He said, I'm going to take my eyes out. He said, what's wrong with you? He said, I've looked at that girl, I love her, I'm going to get her. I can't get her, I can't look at her again, I'm going to take my eyes out. The friend said, don't do it. He said, I'm going to do it. He said, please don't. He said, well, you want to save my eyes? He said, yeah. He said, think something that I can look at her again. He said, okay. You give me 40 days and I'll figure out something. But 40 days, you're not going to do anything with your eyes. He said, okay, 40 days. On 41st days, I'll take my 2 balls out, put it on your hand. Got it? He said, oh God. Deal. So this guy just got the wood, the machine, the whole thing, and he made a big Gurur. Gurur, you understand? Narayan, the God of the universe, flies on that bird. So, on 25th, 23rd day, whatever the time was, he said, okay, my friend, what time it is? He said, well, it is twilight zone, evening is gone and night is coming in. He said, when it is little dark night, sit on it, it has two levers. If you press this, it will fly you from here to the palace top. So when on the palace top, you press the other button, it will fly you back home. But just understand, don't use wrong levers. In the middle of it, it will go upside down. He said, okay. He said, now you sit on it, press the button, go on the palace. And you said you are Narayan. You have come on a garad. It's all fine. You can look at her, talk to her, do whatever. But just before the dawn, be back. He said, okay, promise, done. So he pressed the lever, he sat on it, he put all the godly clothes and looked pretty, and there he went on the roof. Something happened on the roof. The princess came out and he saw. He said, oh, Devi, oh, my little girl, blah, blah, blah. So he acted as a god, she acted as a disciple. You know what happens between boy and girl, and it was going on. Finally, the Grand Vizier, after about 6 months, said to the king, King, you're my lord. I eat salt. I serve you. I serve your father. I serve you. You love your daughter. You have only one daughter. Nobody can look at her. Is that true? He said, sure not. My orders are, whosoever look at her, the eyes be taken out. He said, well, I do not know whether you take eyes or not. But every evening, in the first hour of the night, there comes a big bird on the top of the palace of your daughter. And every morning, at about 3 and 4, that whole thing goes back. We do not know from where it comes, and we do not know where it goes. But as far as our report is, the palace guards now are very alert to it. We don't go in, we can't. Your orders are your orders. He said, why didn't you tell me before? He said, well, I didn't know it before, and I know it, and I saw it, and I've certified it. It is now true. That's why I'm telling you. And normally no one listen to anything about her. King just thought. He said, hey, Grand Vizier, what kind of that thing is? Watch. He said, it's a big bird. On that sits a very bright, clothes, shining human being. He said, then that is wonderful. That is Narayan. That's God. God comes to my daughter every night? I'm not going to ask her. You keep shut. And tell the guards not to do anything to that bird and to the guard. It's all okay. Test came. 6 months later, the neighbor king got the army on the border. Actually, the message came, either surrender or fight. In those days, that was the rule. So the Grand Vizier said to the king, well, what are the orders? The king said, we will fight. And the Grand Vizier said, why we have to fight? Our son-in-law is God. Is that true? He said, yo, I forgot it. Yeah. He said, why don't you call your daughter and tell her to tell your son-in-law to just run away the army of the enemy and we'll be having fun. Why do we have to fight? He said, that sounds right. He said, you have tolerated. Is it time to ask? He said, okay. So he called his daughter and he said, honey, every night we understand that God comes to see you. He said, yes, that's Narayan, that's Vishnu, that's divine, that's all is. He comes on the Guru Father. He loves me, he makes loves to me. And in the early morning, brushal hour, he leaves. He said, every day? Yes, every day. Not one break. He says, so honey, look, the enemies are on the border, they have sent us a challenge, we have to fight. Why don't you ask God to take care of it? He said, sure, no problem. You never told me, I could have done it yesterday. Take it granted, done tonight, I'll take care. So that night, this God came on as Guru the same way, he comes every night. So she was extra polite and very happy and welcomed him and loved him, and they made good love. They broke all tantric rules, everything. Finally, she said, Lord, I have one very humble request. He said, so be it, tell me. He said, the enemies are on the border. My father has requested that you are the God, creator of this universe. Do something. No problem. Why didn't you tell me before? He said, but why didn't you know it before? He said, well, I know all the universe, I forgot. I should have been serious. You reminded me, I'm grateful to you. It'll be done, no problem. He said, just sleep, it will be all done. What he did is, he sat on that bird, instead of flying the reverse lever to going down, he pressed the same lever which brings him to the palace. So the bird flew up. He had the strength. And God said to the real Guru, he said, Guru, get into that wooden Guru. He said, Lord, that is a wooden Guru. He said, forget it, it is my identity in trouble and your identity in trouble. That wooden Guru will go little up and going to fall apart. And we will be just naked before the whole universe. This man has been hypocrite doing in my name. But at this time it is we in trouble, not he. Get into that wooden thing. So that wooden thing became real. And this guy flew towards the enemy. Enemy saw the Guru. They packed up and ran. There was no way for them even to look back. They said, God came on them. And this man flew back to his friend. He said, I defeated the enemy's army. And he said, yeah, I know. This piece of wood is only meant to go that high, and secondly, either another height or back. What you did? He said, I just pressed the same lever, went over the whole army, and they saw me and they ran like flies. All got done in few hours. I'm back home. Don't you see me? He said, stand up straight. And he lied down and bowed. He said, what are you doing this for? He said, now you are really God. Even by faking it, you made it. You understand? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What? You have a teacher, his name is Yogi Bhajan, right? He says that. Fake it, you will make it. It doesn't matter how fake you are. All it matters is how sincere you are. If anything has knotted down God, the Almighty, the Infinite, is the devotion of the man. When you are a devotee, then your master doesn't serve you, God does. Disciple is never served by the master. Master is the way for God to serve. God serves also. In Siri Guru Granth they say, if you walk one way, God and Guru will walk 1,000 steps towards you. Give it a chance. Bhagtan de karaj aap khloa, kam karavan aya ram. For the devotees, God stands Himself and gets the job done. Is good deal? You want God as a master or you want God as a servant? Oh, give me honest reply. The God shall only serve you when your devotion is your master, not your intellectual, neurotic, nonsense intelligence. And devotion is a zero angle. This devotion is nothing but a state of ecstasy in which total being becomes total. Devotion is equal to when a total being becomes, total beings become, say it, total being becomes total. Isn't that a breakfast food called total? You have not watched TV? Did the boys teach you how to invoke the power of the Shabad? This girl, hey kiddos, where are you? All of you? Teenagers? How many of you were in the class in the morning when I taught you those? Did you teach that? Huh? Did you? So, let them speak that way. Come here, all of you. No, this morning I taught a class. Yeah. Oh, how many girls were there? You? All you come here. This bunch brand, come here, quick. Hurry up! Why, you are young, what God, you can't move. Here. Line up according to this size. Come on, sit down. Very good. Okay. Come on, what are you looking at? Shh, come in, quick. All right. Got it? Now, they are going to start and you are going to follow them. With absolute discipline, being disciples, and with zero angle. No prejudice. Okay? I am looking at you. What are you doing? You were in the class this morning. What are you doing there? What she's doing? Weren't you supposed to be here? So be here. It is that little girl I used to look at it. Grown up. Okay. what? All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Hold. Do you understand what they're doing? You're speaking right for the diaphragm. You're not choosing your larynx or your vocal cord. Just like this. Om Sang Va. It's different, right? It's different? That's what they're doing. Because they're young, your throat is, their neck is little. Om Sang Wahe Guru. Om Sang. You know, this word Om you can't chant. Om you can't chant. Om you can't speak. Om you have to cheat. When you say Om, Om, Om. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Guru Nanak taught us how to. Ek That is the human count. In spite of that, my throat is not right. And in spite of whatever you will call it, his ears are practice. Ek Om. Huh? So chant these 5 words with that. Om Sang Va He Guru. Why we are doing it? You didn't ask me the question. Why we are doing it? We are speaking with the strength of the diaphragm. Diaphragm is the conductor of the pranic values, pranic body. Pranic body runs the diaphragm. So when the diaphragm, the sound of the diaphragm is connected with the tattvas of the body, human become intuitive automatically. You don't have to do a thing. Otherwise, it's a long way. This is a shortcut. Huh? Om Sang Va He. Thank you. If you want to become intuitive, practice at your own time. It's a shortcut, it's definite, it makes the diaphragm work that way, it will take care of you one way or the other. Sound is very clear. Om Sang Va He Guru. Om Sang Va He Guru. Om Sang Va He Guru. Got it? Otherwise, Angasanga Wahe Guru. That's the way we do it, just to enjoy our ecstasy, and it's the finest way to speak. And we can sing and enjoy the ecstasy. This is the way of intuition. May the long time all love and the pure light guide full breath. Inhale deep. Now go. Thank you. Tomorrow, before I come, you will chant that Kodi Kriya, those 20 sacred words. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa ta na ma ra ma da sa sa se so, in one breath. Huh? Got it? Hey. Are we talking in devotion or are we talking in rational? So tomorrow, 7 o'clock, sharp. Okay? Yeah.
Do you want it straight up, or Master God should go up and down? Is it up to you?
No, it is one way only. It's a step. It is step towards up and up. There's nothing in between. He taught because he was a teacher. He wanted to have your vocal card and those, yeah. It's straight up in one breath, deep breath, and you will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 19, 20. Understand? And all these teenagers will lead it. Now let's do it for example. Let's see what it is. Inhale deep. Deep, deep, deep. Go. Sa, ga, ma, sa, ta, Isn't it quite a thing? Huh? Inhale again. Deep, deep. Start right, you will be okay. Go. Don't you beat poverty? You have to have that, what they call that thing? Opera? Huh? Yeah, that, you have to have that kind of practice. But I tell you folks, these 20 words can do all what need ever to be done. Exactly it fits in that. In the beginning there was a word was with God, and word was God. Once more. Inhale deep. Steady. Go. Great! Now you can make it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was fantastic. Good night. Hey girls, tomorrow you have to do your best. Huh?
Thank you, sir.
Love you. Naranjan? Naranjan?